So the purity, oil is pure if there is no milk in it. Milk is pure if there is no oil in it. So that means purity is something which is not adulterated, which is not mixed with something else. Correct? Purity is that which stands by itself. Correct? So
Yeah.
now if you take a being is toggling between many states because a being has to survive. A being has to live by its, you can say it's food. I mean, even plants are beings, they require its food. They need their food. They need their environment. Even the humans need their environment. And as this environment is changing, we need to adjust. Right? The environment changes could be many fold again. So in a multi-dimensional life, it cannot subject itself to one and only one thing. Basically, that defeats the idea of purity. Don't you agree?
So what, do you have different silos of purity?
I mean, even the purity, if you say different silos, those purity states are ephemeral, short-lived. Correct? Even if we want to kind of say it like that. Right? So if my mind is at a steady state, it is not shifting here and there. For a while, it is in purity. If I go blank, even that is purity. If I am only thinking about single thought, not many thoughts, that is also purity. So, but it is very short-lived. So then why even worry about this so-called purity? See, I think this idea of purity, in my opinion, is taking us back because we are always thinking I am not pure. And God is pure. Of course, God is pure. I'll tell you why. Right? But other than that, everything is impure and its greatness is in its impurity, not in purity. The greatness of the being is in its impurity. By definition of purity we are talking about. So there are a lot of times, you have to make yourself pure for the God to accept you. So we are becoming pure for something else. I mean, at least this idea of purity starts because I have to be acceptable by this higher force, higher being, correct? Even in the olden days, if you throw something up, it will fall back. And people used to say, it is falling back because God cannot accept anything impure. But now today we say it is gravity, which is pulling it back. See, I mean, anything which we cannot define, we attribute it to God. But God is not supposed to be defined. Because at least from an understanding of the Indian scriptures, they say it is eternal. Eternal means infinite in time. How can something be infinite in time? Because it is constant, unchanging. It is the same thing yesterday, millennia before, even before the creation. It will stay the same even after this entire creation is dissolved. When there is an apocalypse, it remains the same. So because it remains the same eternally, then you can say it is pure. You cannot even call it as it. Because from an existential context, it neither exists nor does not exist. It's neither of those. So it can remain pure eternally, omnisciently, omnipotently, because of its nature. We can say it is pure by the definition of purity. But even if I say it is pure, it can be impure too. So it's neither pure nor impure. So that's why if I say what is purity, even the heartfulness statement, purity weaves destiny. I think we should have defined what is purity. So here we can say, if I'm constantly in touch with this divine essence, which we experience in meditation, if I may call this divine as purity, as much as my mind is constantly connected with it, I can conclude that I am pure. That's about it. So if as much as I can stay in connection with it, in remembrance with it, it weaves my destiny, means it weaves my destiny towards that higher goal. Again, destiny is another undefined word. When is destiny? Where is destiny? What is destiny? Is it 1 hour from now, 100 years from now, after death, before death? We cannot put a finger on destiny and say this is destiny.
Isn't it different for each one of us, destiny?
Again, I'm just questioning the destiny itself. Forget the being it different for everyone. So again, here destiny is where I work towards this higher goal, and this higher goal comes in steps. Each step I cross, I say I made my destiny. So destiny is also, you can take it in short steps. There's not one big destiny. It's always whatever is in front of, in the offing, as they say. Whatever I can perceive, whatever I can see, if I can reach that is my destiny. In that sense, as Jahanav is saying, each one is seeing things differently. So each one is choosing their destiny differently. Correct?
Because I am thinking meditation is helping us get to our destiny.
Meditation is only helping you to realize that divine essence, and as you connect with it, the things become clarified, something opens up, and
which
then we go in.
Everything else, right?
Huh?
And which streamlines everything else. You're not in a chaotic state.
Nice idea. Nice idea. It's all these idealistic, understanding I don't subscribe to personally.
Okay.
Because that kind of gives you, it's like how one enjoys the poetry, and people enjoy these ideal statements, and we have to question, are we realizing this as it is described in our books, scriptures, talks? If that is not true, then I think we should pay least attention to such ideas. We're always going in this idealistic, making idealistic statements. Don't know if we are making it or not. Right?
Because right now I'm having difficulty wrapping my head around the idea that you just gave, where you said the purity itself can be existing and also non-existing at the same time.
Yes, you cannot even call it pure.
So you're saying God is not pure?
God is neither. That is why in the scriptures say neti. Neti means neither this nor that. If I say God is pure...
Say that, but it's hard to understand it.
No, look at it this way. If God is pure, so we are living in the world of opposites.
Yes.
If God is pure, then God can be impure. Correct?
Yes. Duality in this world. As we
Duality.
know.
So why we have to kind of engage in such duality? By even attributing this duality to the God. If God is pure, then he can be impure. The possibility is there. If God is neither, he can be neither. If God is, say, powerful, all powerful, then he can be powerless too. That's
And
why.
this is like solving some matrix equations in math.
Yes. This is what the quantum theory talks about. You cannot say this or that in physics. So if you say God is all powerful, then there is something which can beat God. And that's why we ourselves have invented devil, saying that the devil can beat the God. And time and again it proves in our life. Right?
And that's because our life is a dual life.
Our life is a dual life.
Well, then I guess you could say God is there or God is not there.
Yes, both are true.
Correct?
Both are true and both are false. That's how this whole, that's why, this all spiritual life, all life is all paradox. One time this is true, the other time the other thing is true. One time purity weaves the destiny, the other time even impurity can weave the destiny.
Well, if you want to apply the Heisenberg uncertainty principle to everything,
Yes.
either you're there or you're not there.
Correct.
Do you exist or you don't exist?
Correct. That's the beauty of spirituality, So one has to be a really and utterly a fool to follow his spirituality. Excuse me for saying that word. But that's how it seems. But
Fool to follow spirituality?
you have to be an utter fool.
To follow what?
Spirituality.
We are following the spiritual path. What are you saying? I'm not a fool.
So, the reason I'm saying
Or
that
if I'm a fool, then I can also not be a fool.
correct. That's what now you are getting it. Now you are getting it. So because like that's why we can never say this is right in spirituality. This is right as per my understanding today. Even when masters are talking, they're only talking in context and in time. So we should not be taking anything as eternal truth. That's the problem. There's a problem with this idea of this eternal truth.